Streamers are really spearheading their own fully produced shows. Welcome back to This Week in Esports and Gaming for the third week of August 2021. I'm your host, Mark Kai, and let's get right into it. For our first top 3 story, content creator game shows are taking off, and this isn't really a news story, but it's something I really want to talk about. The 3 I have in mind are Ludwig and moistcritikal's Hivemind, Jerma's Dollhouse show that finished this past weekend, and 𝗠𝗿𝗶's Animal Quest. And if you haven't watched any of these, I would highly recommend watching them. From a consumer standpoint, they are fun and engaging, sometimes educational as well. For example, the whole point of Jerma's Dollhouse show was that the audience was able to control his every move and action in a live set, so everything changed constantly based on what chat was saying. And the same thing happened with Ludwig and moistcritikal's Hivemind. The best answers on the show would be determined by the chat's most popular messages. And compare that to 𝗠𝗿𝗶's Animal Quest, which is more educational, talking about everything related to chickens, from laying eggs to chicken nuggets, and history and Q&A in their last episode. So you might be thinking to yourself, yeah, these are cool, but why is this a top 3 story? Well, the biggest thing here is how these shows are basically fully produced with a team on the back end. All of these shows require more people than just the streamer, which is not typically what we're used to with streaming, but it's still relatively small compared to the shows that we typically see on TV like Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy and those others. These shows take a whole company and they cost a lot more to run versus the ones operated by just a streamer and a small team on the back. Ultimately, they're at similar viewerships as well, and they're capturing a demographic of younger audiences with one huge bonus: interactivity, right? Like I mentioned before, chat's able to determine a lot of these things, at least sway what the outcome of the actual game show is going to be, right? And brands that are sponsoring these segments, such as Coinbase for Jerma, are smart to get in early because 1, there's not that many brands sponsoring these entire game shows, and 2, it's like sponsoring a typical game show. And then you also get additional things such as early branding and early access. And I predict this will become huge with more and more content creators investing large amounts of money into these fully produced shows, and we'll see much higher quality content across the board with Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. And when it comes to these content creators, they're going to be producing lots of fun things as well with creative ideas. T1 launched a new Esports Academy dubbed the T1 Esports Academy. It's going to be launching in Seoul in early September and will initially offer courses for League of Legends. The organization has also announced its intention to expand the academy into other games as well. The TEA plans to host 2 types of training, beginning with a Path to Pro course, an intensive academy program designed to train professional esports players, as well as a Path to Improvement course, which will be coming in the future, which will be for casual gamers who are looking more to improve their gaming skills. It's interesting to see T1 do this, as it builds more off of that educational aspect of esports that so many orgs are pushing for. Nowadays, orgs are really trying everything they can do to differentiate themselves from one another, and this is one of those things. We've recently seen other orgs partner to host educational camps, and it seems like that's going to be building on this, such as the recent Gen G and IMG partnership. I'm also wondering how much it will cost them to actually run these tournaments, given they're going to have to hire current pros as well as former pros to teach these courses, and whether it'll return a profit or not. Roblox is coming under fire for their business model exploiting children as well as shootings in-game. For some context, Roblox sees an estimated 200 million users per month, and its core user base is between the ages of 9 and 15. Now, I think I'm pretty young, but that is really young. And so Roblox users are able to make money from these games that are actually created on the platform, but the company gives them a much smaller cut of these revenues than is industry standard for game developers. And even when they do make these games, they must pay to advertise them with Roblox, which is the in-game currency. Ultimately, if a user wants to cash out on the minimum of 100,000 Robux, which is equal to $1,000, they're only going to get $350. And in addition, users are finding Roblox scenarios built around shootings, such as the 2019 Christchurch mosque shooting in the same game, with so many young folks playing. So all in all, Roblox has become quite popular and large, but this just shows how there's no one safe from these type of scandals. With Roblox becoming more of a social media platform, it begs the question if they should have similar moderation techniques to that of Twitch and YouTube as well, because there's so much user-generated content out there. And in regards to the business model practices, it's a shame to see the cut at 24.5% for all these folks who are putting so much time into making actually good user-generated content. As far as partnerships go, American Eagle has been named the official apparel partner of Twitch Gaming. AE will get their own first look ownable programs, category exclusivity, always on in-stream branded integrations, custom segments, media and product placement, co-marketing rights, as well as other things. Tribe Gaming and Razer partnered together to announce a scholarship. The 2 parties will award a total of 10 $1,000 scholarships to students over the next 10 months. The scholarship is said to develop the next generation of leaders within the esports and gaming realm. Astro Gaming partnered with Anbox and Timbuk2. For the Anbox partnership, the NYXL X Astro Go for the Gold collection was designed exclusively for 7 New York subliner players and 1 fan. It consists of a diamond and black onyx encrusted NYXL logo on an 18-karat gold chain necklace, accompanied by a set of gold-painted Astro A40 headphones. For the 𝗠𝗿𝗶 partnership, they will collaborate to create a collection that includes the BP35 gaming backpack, which has 2 laptop pockets, a place to store gaming headphones, pockets to store controllers, cables, and other peripherals, and the CS03 crossbody sling will also come with several pockets, including those designed for the Nintendo Switch and SD cards. Complexity Gaming partnered with Alcon. The year-long deal with eye drop brand Systane will make them Complexity's official eye care partner. The two parties will collaborate to raise awareness of how digital device usage can impact the eyes, which is quite relevant to the gaming and esports space. Rock Nation Sports partners with GameSquare Esports. GCN, a GameSquare Esports company, will collaborate with Rock Nation Sports on athletic-centric strategies. This includes esports tournaments, gaming content production, and live streaming events. Nadas Vinceras partnered with Bybit. The platform has become the official cryptocurrency partner of Na'Vi, with logos on jerseys and collaboration on anti-bullying campaigns. NRG Esports partners with Guild of Guardians to produce its own NFT collectibles. A new character in the game will be developed jointly by NRG and the Guild of Guardians developers. The companies announced that its users will be able to buy the new character in an upcoming NFT sale. As far as finance and M&A go, Artera Labs raised an undisclosed amount of funding. The platform seeks to bring NFTs to esports and content creators by creating a digital collectible hub of esports to engage with fans while creating new revenue opportunities. Following the investment, the NFT company reportedly plans to introduce a variety of improvements to its platform, aiming to provide more freedom and control for creators and fans. Mobalytics named LS and Nemesis as co-owners. They will contribute to the design and development of the platform's new tools and features designed for high-ranked players and professional teams. Juked received investment from Kevin Lin and John Shipman. Kevin and John, who were both a part of Twitch's founding team, joined the company as investors and advisors to help with Juke's growth and assist in reducing toxicity within the esports community. FaZe Clan received an investment from Cox Enterprises. The investment deepens the existing partnership between the two entities, however no financial terms were revealed. TinyBuild acquired Animal, who have been working on their arena shooter Ramen for the past 2 years. The TinyBuild CEO said the purchase was driven by an interest in Animal's talent. Mountaintop raised the $30 million Series A. The funding will be used to grow the team, continue to develop a world-class tech stack, and bring their first title to players everywhere, according to the studio. Mountaintop's first project is a PvP-driven shooter, with the team currently having 35 developers. XR Games raised $2 million. The funds will go towards the development of the studio's own IP, as well as recruitment, with 20 roles to be added as well. The developer will also expand its work-for-hire division, having worked with the likes of Sony Picture Virtual Reality and Rovio for Angry Birds Movie 2 VR Under Pressure. As far as workforce changes go, Ashley Mady joins Riot Games as the head of global consumer products. Ashley was previously the vice president of global licensing and partnerships for Activision from 2011 to 2020 and was the president of licensing at Sony Picture Entertainment for 10 years prior. Holly Bennett joins Frontier as the head of influencers and engagement. Holly was the former UK head of communication at CD Projekt Red and was also the PlayStation Access channel manager at Sony Interactive Entertainment Europe before her departure in 2019. Pete Smith joins Tencent as the VP of Partnerships. Pete was previously the Director of Product Development at PlayStation for over 15 years and has also spent time at EA for 5 years prior to PlayStation. Taylor Heitzig Rhodes joins Evil Geniuses as the Director of Talent Management. At the same time, EG launched the Creator Collective, a project featuring a dedicated group of streamers and content creators. This will be led by Taylor, formerly the head of talent at Queen's Collective Gaming and an esports agent at Evolved. As far as new stuff goes, ESL Mobile announced the League of Legends Wild Rift SEA Championship. The tournament will be featured as a part of the fall season of the SEA Icon Series, Riot Games' official tournament series for the Southeast Asia region, and will see 21 teams from across Southeast Asia, Australia, and New Zealand compete for a share of $200,000. Skillshot Media revealed their Uptown Atlanta esports hub. Skillshot relocated its Alpharetta office and production studios to Uptown and partnered with Rubenstein to establish Atlanta's new go-to destination for esports events. Skillshot's new space will also provide classroom and training space for local students. That's it for this week in esports and gaming, and thanks for tuning in. Credit to the publications, authors, and brands themselves for the images and press releases. If you know someone who found this valuable, please tag them down below, and as always, have a great day, everybody.